Rice. Hi guys, welcome to another Masterpiece session. This week I'm looking at the 1967 movie Branded to Kill, directed by Seijun Suzuki. I may have spoken about this film a few times, about this director. I even had this movie in my 24-hour movie marathon. A fantastic movie. Seijun Suzuki made a movie called Tokyo Drifter, which was like two movies previous to Branded to Kill. It was a Technicolor movie. It was very pop arty and very stylistic. However, the film was sort of criticised by the production company Nikatsu. They didn't really support Seijun Suzuki, and in fact, because of that movie, they said his next two movies were to be in black and white. They were trying to put more control over him. This was his last movie with Nikatsu and was made in black and white. The movie stars Joshi Shido as a contract killer. He's like number 3. His name is Goro Hanada. He's like ranked number 3 as the best assassin, as the third best assassin. He goes in. He's just arrived in Tokyo. He's employed to do a job, which is to escort a person, a mysterious person, played by Koji Nambara. He's later on shown as being the number 1 ranking contract killer, but this later on opens up into another story. But where the film progresses, Hanada meets this mysterious woman played by Anu Mari. He's attracted to her. She's very mysterious, she's dark, she's sort of quite suicidal at the same time. She employs him to kill this foreign investigator. Whilst doing the assassination, a butterfly falls onto his magnify scope, which causes him to miss and hit an innocent bystander. Because of this, he has a bounty put on his head by the Yakuza. This then leads to Nambara's character, who is the number 1 contract killer, to play cat and mouse with him. They're both after each other. Hanada is trying to protect himself, whilst Nambara is trying to kill Hanada. This film is absolutely fantastic. Has this beautiful visual style to it, real film noir, something you don't really see in a lot of Yakuza movies, especially of that time. The characters are quite unique in a way. I mean, Hanada's character, he has this fetish for sniffing rice. It arouses him. This leads him, the only time, like whenever he was to be intimate with his wife or any female relation, he needs to smell rice before he has any relations with them. And it's just absolutely beautifully made. There's like loads of like gorgeous shots in there. It's absolutely fantastic. Nikatsu put this out as a B movie, so with their B movies they usually gave like 1 week of pre-production, 25 days of filming and 3 days of post-production. So they were like mashing out movies every month, and this film was very low budget. Nikatsu really wanted to put Seijun Suzuki in a box, really, so they gave him a lower budget. He couldn't be as creative as ever, but what he did with this movie on such a low budget is phenomenal. However, this film was not successful in Japan. Made very little money. It was widely criticised as well. This led to Nikatsu firing Seijun Suzuki, and it also led to like a 4-year court battle where Seijun Suzuki walked away with next to nothing. He won the case, but just left with nothing. In fact, the director of Nikatsu said that he shouldn't be directing, should just open up a noodle bar. He was just completely disrespectful. Such a great director, but this made him blacklisted for 10 years, Seijun Suzuki, and did not make another movie for 10 years. However, like, this movie, after being released outside of Japan, really built up a cult status. So many directors speak about this film in such high regard, from Jim Jarmusch, Quentin Tarantino, Wong Kar-wai, John Woo, Johnny To. This film is just a real trendsetter. It just created this idea that you're making a gangster movie, but it does not have to follow your lines of gangster movies. He really just broke the box and broke the walls. So he literally did the craziest ideas for a film. He was fantastic in this. Joshi Shudo, he was really up and coming during this production of this movie. Nikatsu wanted to really invest a lot of money in him. At the time, he had these face implants put into his cheeks to make him what they would assume to be more handsome at the time. But his career really took off from this movie, and he later on went on to do a lot of other great movies with Seijun. Well, he did a few with Seijun Suzuki prior to this, but he also did some great movies such as the Battle Without Honor series. He was in a few of those. There was a sequel to this movie that was loosely based on this in 2001 called Pistol Opera, but it did not have Joshi Shudo in it. I can't recommend this film enough to anyone. It is one of my favourite movies of all time. It's so easily available as well. In the US there is a Criterion of this, and in the UK there's the Arrow release, which is this one here. Yeah guys, if you're an Asian movie fan and you've probably got this movie, but if you haven't, go get this movie. Or if you're a fan of gangster movies, I highly recommend it. It just is something for everyone. Any film fan can appreciate this movie, and yeah, I just cannot recommend it enough, guys, and that's why it's in this series, the Masterpiece Sessions. Yeah guys, thanks for watching. Comment below, subscribe, let me know if you've seen this movie, what you think of it, or if this is one of your favourite Seijun Suzuki movies, or if it's not, what is. Yeah, until then guys, take it easy, click like, click dislike, and see you next week guys. Take it easy.